'cause I've got another whoop, and I can't possibly fly 2 whoops. I'm gonna rip some packs around the house. I just need a mission for submission tricks that I can learn how and then train for a couple of days until I have all the clips that I need. IGOW is a whoopaholic's paintbrush. IGOW is a whoopaholic's toothbrush. I need to go acro now. I wanna be that quadcopter up in the sky now, and I'm gonna risk my whoop, 'cause I've got another whoop, and I can't possibly fly 2 whoops, at least simultaneously.
Orbit's too good to be true. I can't take my eyes off of you. You'd be like IGOW to touch. I wanna hold you so much. Orbit you baby, and if it's quite alright, IGOW you baby. To warm the lonely nights, I love you baby. Trust in me when I say, oh pretty baby, don't break me down I pray, oh pretty baby. Now that I've found you, stay and let me orbit you, babe, let me love you.
Do you wanna do an orbit, upside down around the ball? It can be anywhere, at any height we'll find we're really tall. We used to be best buddies, and now we're not. I wish I could make you split. Does it have to be an orbit? Yes, it has to be an orbit. Okay, I'll try. Do you wanna do an orbit, upside down around the peak? I think this trick is overdue. I started scrolling through the Reddit for the week. It gets a little lonely on these packs, just watching my whoopers down. I think I got an orbit. I think I got an orbit. Okay, let's fly. Okay, let's fly.
Flying sharks and flying sharks on the flying sharks. The flying sharks to get it. Flying sharks? Flying sharks and flying sharks. Flying sharks, you know, flying sharks. Flying sharks.
The tiny hoop. The male hoop or Raisin must perform a dance to impress the female hoop. Called Skittles, Raisin practices his dance to be sure it is absolutely perfect. He builds a pouch to lure the female in. Once she's touched upon this apparatus, he is ready to start the show. The dance is so complex, the eye can hardly follow. 2 of these, 1 of those, before you know it, his dance is over. Skittles is aroused. Hubba hubba. Skittles is captivated by the mediocre performance. She exposes her buttery port for insertion. Raisin extends his BT to point connector. Hubba hubba hoo choo wee wagga. With his task completely, little Raisin Tunny Hoop flies away to prepare for next week's adventure.
Going out to fly my whoop, flying through a loop, fly backwards for infinity loops. Going out to fly my whoop, and I forgot my keys, forgot my keys, forgot my keys. Going out to fly my whoop, flying through a loop, fly backwards for infinity
Alright, let's meow this. This is a rap about Illman and Grey, the two cool cats bringing IGOW. Hey, what is IGOW? I'll give you a lesson in juicy pussy tricks and whoops. Now here's my session. Started off one day with a dope man. His name was Dan. Had a plan. A man with a plan and a competition, but a spelling, it caused a petition. IGOW. What the hell is that? The W makes no sense. Are you a brat? The W is supposed to mean whoop. With these IGOW rule changes, it's gone to poop. IGOW. Now the cats are here, coming in clutch to remove fears about Dan's ABC. So let's get down to
Hey,
What?
feed me lipos. Hey.
So bad I misbound this time for closure. You want what you want, that must be awful. But please pull up your pants, no offense. Won't be dancing in rice. I'm not telling you twice. Nothing you can do to make things right. I'm a Gemini. I'm a Gemini. With my Gemini rights. I'm a Gemini. I'm a Gemini. With my Gemini rights.
Tu é mais que um poema, é a coisa mais linda.
Sitting all alone on your crackback, hoping for some cash, but they're burning off the flashlight. Hey, still all weak, lacking talent, but you get the parents. So proud how you manage to date. Everybody lonely in this goddamn city. Goddamn city got me pity all the pretty. I'm getting high in a room full of hippies. Goddamn hippies. We got no room. Only Gemini, right? You're a bunch of fools. That's what your mom's trying to say. We fly with you while you rub your turtlenecks. Is what we do. We win and you lose. I'm a Gemini. I'm a Gemini. With my Gemini rights. I'm a Gemini. I'm a Gemini. With my Gemini rights. Bring up the Just give me some slice, hey.
You can split my ass anytime.
You're the best. Orca goggles.
What was that? Oh my... No shot, dude.
What's up? Why does it always just start on that window? Oh, how's everybody doing? 8-bit, right? Yes, we're starting the peer pressure campaign now to get Jesse to race at Utopia 2023. Jesse hasn't raced since Utopia 2019 when he was on my team. What were we? The Loveland Whoop Trotters. Remember that, Jesse? I was like super nervous because I like just had met Jesse and I was like, oh no, I'm gonna like do poorly on Jesse's team, and it's like Jesse Perkins, the godfather of Tiny Whoop. It's kind of funny. All right. He can't race. I don't believe it. Oh, you'd be surprised, Morton. In 2019, the last time I saw Jesse race, we were in the same class in the individual racing, and it was advanced class probably. Anyway, he flew his quad with like giant bird wings and like a bird beak attached to it. So like his whoop was the normal whoop, and then it had like wings like coming off the side that were like as big as the whoop, and it had like a beak on it, and he would have won, or he would have made it to the Chase the Ace finals, but in the second to last round, he went into the crash gate a lap too early, even though he was in first place. And yeah. And so then he got stuck in there. Because it wasn't my crash gate, it wasn't super easy to get out of. So he got stuck in there, and then he didn't move on. But he was like solid. Where are you, Jesse? Why aren't you talking anymore? You need to race at Utopia. All right. What are we doing today? We're doing update to playoff scoring because I fucked that up, and then we're gonna do a giveaway for patrons that are here now, and then yeah, then that's about it. I guess we could hang out and figure out some other stuff. Mo's here. What's up, Mo? So let's say hi to everyone that's here. We got 8-bit, Greenhorn, Tiny Whoop, Morden, W. McEwen, Ribbit, and Mo. Oh, and did I say Tiny Whoop? Maybe Jesse's here. She showed up for a second. All right. Let's see. So, oh yeah. So let's just get the part out of the way. The rule change, or not really rule change, but change to the scoring. So in my head, what I wanted when I made up the scoring, and I tried to make it somewhat correct to what I was trying to. Okay, so when I make rules for things, and I think how all sports / games should create their rules, is you create your rules to incentivize the players to show the behavior that you want. So I don't know if all of you guys have been here for the last 3 seasons of IGOW, but obviously I have. And I've seen finals, and especially last finals. Let's look at last finals. Last finals. So we had 29 regular weeks of IGOW last year, already way longer than 16. And then in the fucking playoffs, we had from 30 to 48 weeks. That's 18 weeks of fucking playoffs last year. And as you can see, most of the challenges were passed by almost everyone. There's a couple harder ones in here every now and then when we got someone like Tyrant or Akira's challenge to pop up. But in the round where we started with 16 pilots, the incentive was you had to create a challenge that you could complete yourself, otherwise you got fucked right away. We called it carpying yourself in IGOW2 because Dan Carpy actually created a difficult challenge and he got super punished for it because he actually wasn't able to complete it before the deadline, before you had to complete your challenge before you declared it. So you had to prove that you could do it, and then you didn't have to do it in the actual week. Just everyone else did. So the incentive was create a challenge that you could for sure complete yourself, and then maybe other people might not complete it. So this is what happened. Fucking 18 weeks of playoffs and everyone creating challenges that almost everyone can complete because the incentive was don't fuck up your own challenge. And that is not what I wanted to see anymore because it's just not cool. Mo, right, Mo? Thank you. It got ridiculous. Anyway, this year I was like, no more of that. I still, obviously, you still want to complete your own challenge, but I want players to go harder. I want, number one, I want people to try to create harder challenges. And number two, I want to try to avoid ties in these four people groups because ties are a pain in the ass and then you have to go to tiebreakers. So anyway, I tried to create the scoring system so that you got more points for creating a hard challenge, even if you couldn't quite create it yourself. But the way I implemented it, I fucked up in my thinking. I wanted it to be close to balanced on the two ends, where if you created a challenge too easy and everyone completed it, then it'd be worth almost nothing. And if you created a challenge too hard that everyone else failed it and you failed it too, then that would be about a similar push, but favoring the side of creating a harder challenge. So there's two parts of that. One, you didn't have to show an example of you actually completing the challenge properly before you declared it. You just had to say what you're going to do because you have to do it during the week. And then also the way I was trying to set up the scoring was to make either end somewhat balanced, but leaning towards making other pilots fail. Anyway, I fucked up in my thinking and I made it way more favorable to make a hard challenge with the scoring I had set up. And if I had put that out before you guys submitted your challenges, then we would have just stuck with it. And I would have been like, shit, I fucked up. But since I didn't announce that until you guys had already created the challenges, I don't feel bad actually changing the scoring right now to be more reflective of what I actually wanted. Anyway, this brings us to the new scoring, which is here. And it's a little convoluted, but basically you get 10 points for completing any challenge, anyone else's challenge or your own challenge. And then you get bonus points, because they can be negative, if you, based on what the other people do in your challenge. So really all it comes down to is there's 8 different outcomes that can happen on your own challenge. And I've just set specific points for those 8 outcomes rather than try to set plus or minus points for like each thing. Because that fucked me up. Because I was thinking in my head, oh, you don't get 9 points for creating your own challenge. So that's like a -9. So then I had to offset that with how many points you get for the other people failing. And I made it 8, but that doesn't make sense because if you fail your own challenge, then everyone else might fail it too. That like takes away possible points from them. Anyway, complicated. I was pointed out that my points were incorrect and I corrected them. So this is how it is now. You get 10 points for creating any challenge. Use your own or anyone else's. But then based on how the other 3 pilots do on your challenge, that changes, it gives you bonus points, we'll just say. So if all other, so first set of 4 outcomes is if you complete your own challenge. That has 1 set of bonus points. So if you complete your own challenge, you get 10 points. And then if everyone else also completes your challenge, which means you made it too easy, then you get 9 negative points. So your net overall is you get plus 1 point for creating a challenge you pass that's also everyone else does. Because in my opinion, that's almost worthless. If you create a challenge that everyone can do and you pass it, big deal. Great. Good job. You didn't try hard enough to create a hard challenge. All right. Second. Is if you pass your own challenge and you get 1 point, or you get at least one other person to fail, then you get 3 extra points. Oh, Orange Stuff, what up? Dude, Orange Stuff, how is your thumb? Can you fly again yet? If you guys don't know, at West Coast Throwdown, Orange Stuff and Peter were racing Peter's motorcycle around, and Orange Stuff was trying to beat Peter. He did beat Peter by like 30 seconds. He crushed him. But then as he was coming through the finish line, Charlie and a couple other people were on a golf cart, and like the way they set up the finish line, it was like passing the main path for where like people drive. So your thumb's regrowing. Nice. Do you have a thumbnail right now? So Orange Stuff was like bombing it in to try to get a good time, and then Charlie was driving a golf cart just down the street, and they were also mobbing it. So Orange Stuff was like coming across, and he made it just barely in front of the golf cart, but then that caused him to like freak out and slide out, and he like crashed the motorcycle, and he like fucked up his thumb, and like, what do they call it? Deglove? That's what they called it when Ashley fucking closed my cat's tail in the door, and it ripped off the end of the tail, and there was just bone sticking out. Deglove, yeah. Yeah. Ashley sends me a message like, oh, something not that serious. Your cat's tail is just a bone. Anyway, they had to chop his tail off. Anyway. Yeah, I don't know, Greenhorn. All right. Degloved. It looked like kind of bad, but it looked like, I thought you were just going to have like a big ass fucking scab. Like, so it was obviously worth. You'll be at Utopia. Have you tried to fly yet? Oh, but you're, what do? You pinch? You hybrid pinch? You hybrid pinch, right? Not right, fucking parent? Fucking Ashley. Ugh. Yeah, they had to cut off his tail. The first part is the thumbnail is gone. Is the thumbnail ever going to grow back? Yep, Morin. That's what they said. It's also the fucking vet, so they just like to charge you money. Hope it grows back. I don't know. It'd be kind of cool to have like a thumb with no thumbnail, just like a kind of stubby like thing sticking out there. Orange Stuff cut off his own thumb with a motorcycle. He didn't cut it off. He degloved it. It feels so weird. You can feel it though. Like, I can't feel my middle finger on my right hand and part of my ring finger because of my neck have like pinched nerves, and it's like made this finger numb. What's it feel like, Orange Stuff? Oh my, I'm getting totally like distracted. Let me finish these stupid points so we can just talk. All right. So again, if you pass your own challenge and then everyone else does it, you lose 9 points. So you only get 1 point total for passing your own challenge if everyone else does, because I think that's almost worthless. I think people mostly agree. if you pass your own challenge and you get one other person to fail, that's what we're looking for. The whole point is that you create a challenge that you can do that other people can't. That's like the whole point of the finals. So you get 3 extra points. So you get 10 for doing your own, and then 3 bonus points on top of that. So net plus 13. If you get 2 other pilots to fail, then you get 3 more. You get 6 bonus points, 60 total. If you get all 3 other pilots to fail and you pass your own, that's the ultimate. If you can create your own challenge that everyone else can't do and you do it, that's like exactly what we're looking for. You get 10 bonus points, net plus 20. So that's basically like doing a completely another challenge. All right? So those are the points for if you pass your own. Instead, if you fail your own, in my head I was thinking, oh, that's like -9 because you're not getting the points for failing your own. But if you make your challenge hard and you don't get points for doing your own, everyone else also doesn't get those points. So it's not an actual -9. It's a fucking it's just a push. So I had +8, and that made it way too favorable the other way. Anyway, so on the opposite side, if you fail your own challenge, you don't get any points for failing your own challenge, obviously, that's a 0. And if everybody else also passes it, you fucked up. And that's about as bad of a thing as you can do. So you get -11 total points. You fail your own challenge, everyone else passes it. Yeah, you shouldn't be moving on, -11. Anyway, but if you fail your own challenge and at least one other pilot fails it, then you net 0. You get no points for failing your own, and you get no points, no bonus points. So this is where the create a hard challenge, it's not as bad, comes in. So I want you to create a hard challenge, and as long as you can get at least one person to fail, at least you're at a push. All right. If you get 2 other pilots to fail, you're going to get some bonus point. You get 1 extra point. And if you get all 3 other pilots to fail, that means you failed it and everyone else failed it. Then you get 2 total points. So, and then again, what isn't specifically said here is that all the pilots have to submit their challenges to me, and I have to approve them. So you can't just be like, oh, do 1,000 fucking power loops of yourself in 20 seconds. Obviously, that's fucking impossible, and no one's going to be able to do that. And you could just pick up 2 free points. But I have to approve the challenge, and if you said that, I would be like, okay, let me see 1,000 power loops in 5 seconds as an example that you can at least keep that pace for a little bit, and then I'll approve it. But you won't be able to do that, so yeah. I'm the control on impossible challenges. Anyway, top 2 pilots from each group move on. All right, we're done with the rule changes. It's still the same incentive structure overall. It's just before this was 8 points, which net plus 8 for just making a super hard challenge is not what we're looking for. You shouldn't be getting a full like pass if you fail your own challenge. Anyway, this is the scoring. This is the intention of the scoring that I wanted. And I think it's pretty close. I tried to run as many scenarios as possible before, but I was thinking of it wrong in my head. Anyway, that's the new scoring. That's for round 1 and 2. Final 4, I have a different plan for, and we'll go over that when that happens. Anyway, we're done with IGOW stuff. Wait, let's do a giveaway, and then we'll talk to any finalists about how it's going so far. All right, so I'm trying to think of new ideas to keep people in patrons during non-competition times, even though when I was planning out IGOW5, oh, Jesus, IGOW5. Jesus fucking. No, off-grid. That's not the bottom line anymore. Carping yourself is not that bad. If you create a challenge that's hard enough, I want to put the focus on creating harder challenges, and it's not that bad if you fail it yourself. It sucks compared to passing it yourself. But it's not like, oh no, you failed forever. As long as it's hard enough. So I hated the previous years where all these challenges were just like things that the pilot could for sure do, and then we just sit there and we watch pretty much everyone pass, and then just the one pilot gets the letter, and then we go on to the next week, and the same thing happens again. Even though that's part of why the playoff structure has changed, but also I don't want it to be so hard that everyone's creating challenges everyone can do. Dan, something about the format got to change for IGOW4. I feel like so much work for you alone. Mo, I'm the only fucking one here. At least in IGOW5, I'll be in Colorado, and I'll have like Jesse and Nightwing to like help with shipping and stuff. Because this year, the person that normally helps me fucking bailed. One did her own thing, whatever, fucker. And I have to do everything. Normally I had help with like the shipping and stuff. So yeah, none of the prizes have been sent out since forever. And I'm going to try to do that this next week. Now that I'm almost quit my regular job. Anyway. But yeah. IGOW5 was talking about the schedule. I don't know. Do you think 16 regular weeks is too much? Should we lower it? I feel like that's like kind of a good average. When am I going to be in Colorado? I don't know, Mo. Sometime in January, February, hopefully. I have to finish. I'm remodeling the kitchen. Starting to do that. I'm actually going to demo that coming up pretty soon here. That'll be fun. Demo is fun. And then I sell the house, and then I move to Colorado. So, but I already bought tickets from Seattle to Phoenix for Wootopia. So I'm going to be here at least to early January. Going to December for a wedding. In Colorado. I'm gonna probably go to Colorado at least once, if not a couple times before I move there, to like figure shit out. Like, I haven't totally discussed it with Nightwing yet, but like, I think he's gonna let me come hang out and fucking live at his house. Peter bought a house in Colorado, if you don't know. Baller Peter. Anyway, I think I'm gonna live with him if that works out. But we'll see. Callista, what up? Hell yeah, he will. FPV Skittles, fly me out there and I'll help. I'll sleep in the basement. I'm selling this house, Greenhorn. I fucking hate this house that I live in right now. I've had this house since 2008. And it's just filled with shitty memories and fucking yeah, and just issues. So we're fucking bailing on this place. Listo. I know it means ready. I speak some Spanish, 8-bit. I've taken 6 years of Spanish in my life. 3 years in fucking high school and 3 years in college, and I'm probably at Spanish 1 level. So yeah, solid. Burn it down. That's fucking right, Mo. Except then it wouldn't be worth very much, so we're trying to sell it. Alright. What else are we doing today? Oh, we're doing a fucking giveaway. How many people are here? 13, that's good enough. Alright. If you're here and you're a Patreon, let's do what? How many people we have? 13? Let's just do $20. Why not? $20. Alright, who's a patron? We're going to do this in live streams from now on. Alright, I have a couple ideas for what I'm going to do now that or once I'm done with regular work. So my first main idea is that I like go somewhere like a park or something or something cool, and then I'll fly around and I'll live stream it. Anyway, I think that'll be fun. I need to find a better way to live stream HD0. So unfortunately, I've messed with the newer module thing, and yes, it sends the video to your phone, but I don't know how to take that video and then live stream it from my phone because you have to connect to the module with Wi-Fi. So then you're connected to the module with your Wi-Fi. So then you can't have your Wi-Fi connected to something else because you're connected to the module. So then you can't stream, which was the one cool thing about the Orca one. Ribbit, are you still here? When's the last time Ribbit chatted? I don't see it. Anyway, the Orca one actually allowed you to live stream because you connected from your goggles to the phone with Bluetooth? I guess with Bluetooth, and then you could have a regular Wi-Fi signal sending the thing out so you could live stream from your phone with the goggles. And it worked about 2% of the time. Just use your orcas. Greenhorn, 2 problems with that. 1, I gave my orcas to Liz when she went to Croatia the first time, back in fucking who knows how long ago. And she took them, and she supposedly gave them there, and then I haven't heard anything since. So yeah, my orcas are wherever. Not maybe being fixed. Who knows? Who knows with her? Anyway, I don't have my orcas anymore. If you don't know, I got orcas from Orca for sponsoring IGOW2. I got a free pair, and then I was stupid at I.O. and I accidentally plugged a 4S battery into them, and it burnt out both LEDs because they didn't bother to put in any reverse or any overcurrent protection into the fucking goggles. You know, couple cent like board in there so that you don't send the overpower directly into the OLEDs. But no, that's what happened, and I burnt out both OLEDs. Anyway, I burnt both of them out. 100% my fault for being stupid. And then I gave them to her, and she took them back there, and they're gone. So I don't have orcas anymore. Plus, the reason you don't see anyone live streaming, with the Orca, what the fuck is that called? Can't I remember what it's called? Oh, FPV Connect? .connect? Is it even a thing anymore? FPV.connect. There it is. There, you put it in like the opposite side, and then it helped you stream. And it was like exactly what I fucking wanted for forever. And then it like just worked like 1% of the time. And then I talked to like Ivan the one time I was like there with the Orca people, and they were just like, oh yeah, we don't really fucking care. We're doing like cool like fucking bomb shit with the military and stuff. This is 0 priority for us. So yeah. Oh, Ribbit said something. Oh shit, those are in the office. Need to get those fixed and sent them to you. Keep forgetting. Yeah, so no surprise. FPV.connect sucks currently. Yes, it does. It's exactly what I want, and what I've been trying to have happen for a long time, and doesn't happen. Anyway, that's the idea. the HD01s connect via Wi-Fi, so unless someone knows how to, like, I don't know, can you have a phone that has two Wi-Fis? Anyway, I'm probably just gonna have to stream how I have before. This is my plan right now, is to buy this thing. Not drones. Buy this. I'm probably just gonna buy this, and then do how I have with my in the past, to set my phone in some way. Maybe 3D print a thing that like has the phone at the right distance to look at the screen, and then just stream like that with the phone facing the screen. Dan, yeah, I fucking know, Mo, but I don't want a laptop. Then I have so then to stream at a location, I need to bring my laptop, and then I have to have my goggles hooked up to a laptop, and then I have to. Hello, why not? Because Mo, the whole point is that like we're gorilla whooping, and I'm like somewhere where I'm not supposed to be, flying around, and like somewhat conspicuous. And if I have my goggles connected to a fucking laptop, and sounds like excuses. I mean, I could try it. If I had like another person with me, that might help. But like, I don't love the idea of standing somewhere with goggles on, with a fucking laptop, and like all this fucking shit hanging off me, and just like, and then I can't see anyone walking up to me or anything. Throw the laptop in a backpack. That's not bad, but then don't you have to have the laptop open? No one will notice? Like, right now, I do a similar thing where I put all my shit in a backpack, and then I just have the goggles coming out, like when I go around, like in Vegas and stuff. Bring a selfie light, green screen, and boom mic. Okay, Mo. Anyway. Let's do it. Let's do a Patreon giveaway. If you're a Patreon, Fluff Rat, what's up? And you're here right now, say here. And we're gonna do a giveaway of $20. Who's here? I'm gonna double check that you're a Patreon too. Don't try to bullshit me. Who's here? Can I look at who's in chat? Just like participants. Oh, look at that. Hell yeah. Okay, that's everyone that's here. We're gonna do. You know what? We're just gonna. Everyone can win, and if you're a Patreon, you're gonna get 20 extra bucks. How's that sound? Meteor, fucking Beta keeps sending me Meteor airframes. Now I have like 40 of them. I just keep getting random packages. 3 shots deep. Damn, Lottie. That is literally exactly how many shots I've taken. How did you figure that out? Lonnie knows me too well. This is not appropriate. Literally called exactly the number of shots I've taken. Let's adjust that. Let's go to 4. All right, who here is actually a patron? Let's see on this list. Greenhorn, you used to be a patron, but I think you quit. And then, which makes sense. There's no more IGOW prizes. Callisto, are you a patron? Of course he is. Tyrant's a patron. Ribbit's not. RCKY, maybe? Whatever, we'll just spin the wheel. You get... What should we give away? 2 meteor airframes? 2... No, RCKY, no? Okay, well, we just don't get the bonus money. Alright. 2 meteor air frames, 2 air canopies. Two airframes and 2 canopies. IGOW4. You should have a patron spin. That's what I'm doing, matron. Matron, Jesus. I'm doing a... That was whose idea? Someone in IGOW patrons. During IGOW5, you should have an Are You Here patron prize for the stream for all patrons, not the shows still active. Yes. Great idea. You said that too, but someone also said that in chat, in a different chat. If Patreon's still taking my payment, I want in. Let me see, 8-bit. Let me see if you're still on the patron list. I don't even know how to search that. How do I look at my own patron? Oh, right here. Yep, you're still paying me $7.77 a month, 8-bit. So you're in. You can win $20 right now, plus some meteor airframes. You said it a while ago, but it may have. Yeah, that's a good idea, because some people did stay patrons even though they got knocked out, and then I felt kind of bad. But like, the whole point is, the further that you get along in the game, the better chance you have to win some prizes. Anyway, all right, let's spin for these frames, and if you're a patron, you get $20 on top of it. Mo! Is Mo a patron? I don't even know. Let's find out. Mo, are you not a patron? No, he is. I thought so. Fuck yeah. Let's go. I figured you were Mo, but you're under Mario, not Mo. So it took me a second to search. All right. Oh, I gotta actually remember this. All right, Mo, what's your PayPal? So let's just do that right now. Yeah, not do it in public, maybe. Wait, I can find it, Mo. I can find it under registration. I owe Tyrant a lot of money too. Tyrant, I'm gonna pay you all your money at the end. Mario. This is PayPal. PayPal address right there. Right there. All right. $20 to Mo. I'll take those frames. Yeah, you will take those frames. All right, Mo, $20 set. Who's racing with Quicksilver? Dan. Keep the $20. Too late, I already sent it to you, Mo. Callisto, did you go over the new rules? I was late. Yeah, I did, Callisto. The rules aren't really any different, it's just the points are different. Because I fucked up in my thinking. And, Mo! Is Mo a patron? 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 Did you guys hear that super echo? 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 Okay, that was weird. Fixed it. Rabble's always on Quicksilver. 8-bit. You know, I'm about to start practicing for Utopia. And, like, I might fly Angle. Or Acro. I don't know. We'll see. I've just been flying all Acro for a while here. And we're going to see how Angle feels going back to Angle. Do it. Oh, fuck you guys. That makes me want to fucking go back to Angle. Angle's better. When is the track being released? For what? For Utopia? AK normally releases the track like at least a month ahead of time. No Angle. Now that y'all are going against Angle, I want to like go back to Angle. I'm faster in Angle. Hey, Rabble's Angle. Let's fucking go, Rabble. Angle. I'm going to try RaceGow and Acro this year. Oh, RaceGow is so miserable in Acro. I tried it last year. Greenhorn flying Acro for Utopia. Oof. All right. I mean, I personally feel like you need to fly what you're the most consistent in, because that's how you do well in races. And I'm just not consistent in Acro. But for all 5-inch, obviously, and then anything else, and also for UWL, I fly Acro. So it's just a fucking 65 millimeter. Okay, yeah, the fucking trunk. God damn it, Greenhorn. Don't remind me of these things. I haven't flown for a while in fucking competitive whoop racing. You can fly if you're not that adjusted to Betaflight angle mode, you can just switch to Quicksilver angle mode, and then there's no jump gyro. Almost no jump gyro. But then you also have fucking yaw, whatever they do with the yaw, vectored toward your angle. And I can't do it. Can't do it! I can't relearn how to fly angle after fucking flying years of angle in Velocidrone, where it's also like that. Race mode. Okay, what is technically race mode, 8-bit? Like, I've seen it there. But I hate any mixed combos. Anytime where it's like half angle and half acro, I'm fucking fully out. Yeah, I can't fucking do that. It's one or the other. You can't mix them. Been acro since. Crashed out of my first race in angle mode. Couldn't get back up because the gyro was hosed. But the whole point is once you disarm and rearm, the fucking thing fixes itself. The only problem is when you smack something when you're going fast. Acro 100, but yeah. You acro people. Just need to know the secret sauce Whoop FC. Dan is coming close to bot rider and mounts if fucking in one sentence. Sorry, RCKY. Should I not be saying fucking so much? We're a little drunk. Turtle and Quicksilver. Okay, also, Rabble, another solid point. Turtle 100 fucking thousand times better in fucking Quicksilver? Why doesn't Betaflight just have a fucking option like assisted turtle? I don't fucking get it. God, all right, Mo, we'll do it for sure. We'll do 2 shots for fucking $20, Mo. Let's go. Yeah, but Rabble is right. If you've ever used turtle mode in like Quicksilver versus Betaflight, it's like night and fucking day. Betaflight, it reverses your motor directions, and then it gives you power to flip your quad over, and then you have to figure it out yourself. And some people go way too hard. They just fucking slam the stick to the side, and then the quad's like, bah, 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 and it flips over like 20 times, and you just have to hope it ends up right side up. And then, or you do it too lightly, and you're just trying to flip over one time, and you can't get it right. You got to get it just right. Whereas Quicksilver is like, hey, maybe we should take that part into our own fucking figuring out shit, and it ramps up the throttle, and it pushes and pushes and pushes and pushes until it feels that you flipped over, and then it stops. You just choose the direction, and then it keeps going until it's maxed out, and then if it feels itself flip over, it stops. And it's 1,000 fucking times better than Betaflight turtling. And I feel like Betaflight should just implement that as like an option. Assisted turtle. You pick the direction, it ramps up the motors until it notices the gyro flip over, and then it chills. I don't know why. I gotta go get another regular drink. Did you adjust? Of course, 8-bit. Of course, I have turtle to 100%. Yes. I always set my turtle power to 100%. But Quicksilver is just better at it. And I'm pretty sure there's no denying that. I'd say successful turtles on Betaflight is like 50%, and successful turtles on Quicksilver is like 90%. It almost always works in Quicksilver, and it works when you get lucky in Betaflight. What FC are you running? I don't have an FC right now, Greenhorn. I just bought 2 of these. We'll see how these are. But I haven't flown them yet because I'm lazy. But fucking $90? I mean, that's like old school. That's old school pricing. I'm not going to fucking pump Newbie Drone too hard here. This is not a perfect drone. But for $90, you get a full build. You get the whole thing. I mean, that's kind of deals. That's kind of like what it used to be back in the day. Mo, cheers. Make sure to flash the new Blue Jay. Good call, Mo. All right, let's do that right now since we're talking about this. We're talking about the Hummingbird. Where is it? Newbie Drone support. When they buy, if you haven't seen in the group already, or if you bought one and they didn't send you this email, which they sent me 2 days after I bought the drones. Little bit late, Newbie Drone. Come on, get on your shit. This should come out right away. Anyway, apparently with the current Blue Jay ESC firmware, there's a problem It comes with 2.20, 0.20, whatever you want to call it, and that can fuck up your ESC, so they want you to flash back to 1.9. Anyway, I guess we could do that right now. Let's fucking do that, because I haven't been doing that. J. Let's try that right now. Oh yeah, I knew about it. I'm a fucking newbie drone team pilot, Mo. You wanted any... Did you get the full yellow, like the frame? I wrote in the description when I asked them for... I bought 2 of them. I said any color besides red. Just don't give me any red. And they wrote back, oh, sorry, we don't even know what colors they are. And I got 2 clear frames with random multicolor props. So I got a black one and a blue top. Anyway, they're all random, apparently. But for fucking $90, what are you going to do? Like, you're going to swap out this frame. No offense, this frame sucks ass. This canopy I used to like because I've ran really low cam angle and it's sturdy and protects the camera, but it's heavy now compared to shit. And yeah, 10 degrees is a little low. So we're going to be swapping the frames. And these props, Azzy props, are, I don't know, if anyone's ever flown newbie drone, Azzy props work great until you crash one time. And then once they start getting bent or fucked up, it's over. You can't bend them back very well. They break, the fucking blades break off pretty easily. Anyway, yeah, HQ props for the win. Does HQ even have their fucking new ones out, right? Probably not. They're just like ridiculous. No, still not available. So these ones are solid, but they're fucking heavy. And HQ's gone through like 4 or 5 different prototypes since these ones, and they keep getting lighter and lighter and lighter. And then like just release them to the public. Other people want to buy these things. Anyway, once HQ like releases all their new Whoop props, which who knows when that's going to happen, that'll be nice. But they have a whole line of every fucking prop basically that's way fucking lighter than it currently is, and they still just don't have them publicly available. The last HQ prop prototypes I tried, I think all 4 props weighed like half of a gram combined. It's starting to get ridiculously light. That little heart chat is annoying as hell. You're right. This little heart thing right here, I can't see it. I was literally trying to read your thing and I couldn't see it. Callisto making me custom mount. Nice. You like the angle on the Goober, Mo. I do like the angle on the Goober for freestyle, I'm not going to lie. I like a low cam angle for freestyle, personally. And I'm not like a lightweight person. Beta messaged me when they were sending me all these frames. They're like, oh, you should enter in the lightweight competition. Try to make a Whoop that's under 18 grams. And I was like, Iris, I add a gram of E6000 onto my Whoops to make them more sturdy. I'm not like a lightweight guy. Built one 16.8, but I'm not an ultralight builder at all. Well, I don't know. See, everyone hasn't been around forever, so 16.8, that's pretty light. Oops. But back in the day, like when we were like trying to like, oh, let's see how light we could make a Whoop. Nate, Mr. Shutterbug, who doesn't really do that much. When was the last time he posted a YouTube thing? 7 months ago? It's been a minute. Anyway, Nate used to go like super hardcore on the lightweight. Here we go. 15.31. And this was 3 fucking years ago. So you can see the frame is still a heavier frame. And he shaved it down kind of like T-Dog does. And he is using a crossboard, which there's lighter boards now. Yeah, 15.31 Greenhorn. He later in the video you'll see he strips the negative wire of the silicone because the negative, doesn't really matter. So he's like really goes all out to try to make this thing as light as possible. But there's lighter frames now, obviously, and there's lighter FCs. So
you can measure.
I think this should be beatable. He's made a custom BTX antenna. That's just a piece of wire with the appropriate amount of exposed.
Precisely. And also,
if you can see here, you can see he took the silicone off of the ground, try to save every bit of weight.
Helps to get it out here. So this antenna.
These props used to be super light, even though they were also terribly not durable, and they were one of the lighter options at the times. But now, obviously, there's way fucking lighter props.
Weighs almost nothing when it's on here instead of half a gram for this. I know people are going to ask me for the PID tune. That's still a work in progress, but I'm happy to share what I have, and I'll put it down in the video description.
And this is an 0603 motor, which I think is heavier than 0702, which didn't exist 3 years ago. So you could also get lighter there. So I expect to see someone like in the 14, maybe 13 gram range in the Beta FPV competition.
Please don't feel like you have.
But also, Nate didn't really like this build as far as flying. It was too light. Maybe someone like Agilis, who also doesn't race that much anymore, could fly something similar to this and be successful. But when you're this weight, yeah, biblades, those make great biblades. Anyway. Yeah, that was do they have? Does Beta's competition ends in the end of September, right? Should I go to Facebook? Fuck it. $18.3. Come on, Kato. Oh, that's the frame. Nightwing. This is false advertising by Nightwing. If you guys didn't know, Jesse accidentally calibrated the scale with the case on the 200 gram, what are they called? Standard? Anyway, the 200 gram standard was off by 8 or 9 grams, so then it fucked everything else up, and everything else came out lighter. So if you saw Tiny Whoop post pictures of the Meteor airframe at 2.5 grams, that was slightly off. It's actually 2.6, 2.7. Anyway, they figured out what was wrong. And this Whoop is actually 18.5, I believe. But yeah, the orange stuff mount, if you're looking for a super light mount, Tiny Whoop, we have these new mounts that were created by Orange Stuff, who was here earlier talking to us about his degloved thumb. But if you've ever seen any of Orange Stuff's builds, they're fucking beautiful. And he tries all this crazy shit, and I don't know if anyone does more experimenting with Whoop shit than Orange Stuff. He has these braces that look like spider webs that hold the Whoop together, and they're awesome, and they weigh almost nothing. And then he takes magnet wire and uses that from the motors to the FC, and it's like his whoops are like beautiful. Anyway, I was looking at them at West Coast Throwdown. He's created this own orange stuff. Orange stuff has amazing innovations. Yes, he does. We should sell the orange stuff like a brace too. It should come. I feel like it should come with these mounts because he's created these mounts that are super light. They weigh like less than half a gram. You can see here, and then he also has this like structure that he's created where like he has this like framework where it's like it literally looks like a spider web like holding the whoop together, and it's so much firmer. Anyway, orange stuff does crazy shit. Hopefully his thumb fixes up and he'll be back hooping. His braces are unbelievable, says Lonnie. Yeah, so you can use magnet wire for motors. Yeah, Greenhorn, you can. When orange stuff does it, it's like I wish is orange stuff still here? Can he like post a picture of one of his whoops? Did I take a picture of one of them? I might have taken a picture because I was impressed. I didn't. No, it doesn't look like I did. Orange stuff. Thanks, Dan. I'm here. I'll send you a pic. There you go. Fucking text me one right now on Instagram. Or not Instagram. Fucking Facebook. Anyway, orange stuff makes these crazy, like, things. Means I can use magnet wire for VTX and RT. Yeah, Greenhorn, I mean, you can. It depends on, like, some people want to go super light, like Agilis. Agilis not here anymore, but Agilis used to do everything. Excuse me. To make his whoop as light as possible. Because he wanted to be able to, like, full throttle send and then turn and be instantly going a different direction. And some people like that. And some people need... I personally like when there's more drift and momentum in the whoop. So I like a little bit of a higher weight, personally. I don't know. It's like everyone has their own thing. We'll see this season. I like watch if you guys are like into like checking out shit before Wootopia, both AK and T-Dog like post their like preparing for Wootopia shit, and like it's pretty ridiculous. Why can I not make this full screen? So like you can watch like basically if you don't know, T-Dog's won the last 2 years. Kinda like fucking hands down, no question. I'm the best whoop pilot in the world. And he's kind of been that way for about 2 years now. He's also really good at like larger quads, but not as dominant as he has in whoops. But yeah, like shit like this is like ridiculous. Yeah, the museum race. There's basically become, I guess you'd say 3 premier races in Tiny Whoop over the years. Obviously, Utopia, #1 by far, no fucking question. Anything AK runs as far as race event is far superior to anything I've ever been to. So if you go to an AK run event, you know it's going to be run efficiently, and you're really not going to have too many complaints. No one runs events like AK, and I'd say it's hard to argue any other way. Other people have decent events, and AK runs excellent events. And that's just about all there is to it. Oh, let's see if Josh sent me something. Oh, here we go. Oh, yeah. Okay. So if you haven't seen this before, this is the evolution of his, like, support. So, like, back at least a year ago, last Utopia, I had a couple of his braces, which were basically just this X part that went from the motors, and he uses this carbon fiber nylon 3D print thing that's like basically 1 or 2 layers thick, so it weighs almost nothing, and it supported like the 4 motors, and it worked decently. But this is like the evolution of all his fucking testing and shit. And now it's like, you can see it's like a spider web. It's got this like circle and then triangle up to each support on all 4 sides. And then he's got the magnet wire here from each. Obviously, this one doesn't have a flight controller in it right now, but it's set up for it. He's got these individual tiny wires going up to where it would connect to the flight controller. And he uses also the peak screws or the Rennie screws to save weight also. And the frame's orange for orange stuff. His basement whoop practicing dream. What about a Tiny Whoop Invitational? That used to happen, Greenhorn. There used to be a Tiny Whoop Invitational every year. You can look them up on YouTube, the old ones. Like way back in the day, like I've searched them. What's the most famous one? Vanover won 2019. What was the year where there was like 1,000 gates? Is that this year? No. One year they basically set up the entire Tiny Whoop HQ, and it was all gates. This looks like it.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, this is the year.
Look who we found on the street.
I forget how many gates there were. But basically the entire course was a thing of gates. You can see it here. Fucking endless amount of gates. Like the entire course was like a full fucking tunnel of gates. The Dragon. There you go, 2019.
Jesse, how you doing?
There's.
Me too.
Is that fucking CT? Oh my god, I love it.
Christian, let's go. Let's go. Yeah, right.
Look at Tiny Whoop HQ. What year was this? 6 years ago. Now, if you've been to Tiny Whoop HQ like recently, you know that like the entire roof is covered in mylar reflective like thing. This is really old. Look at Jesse.
4 races away. Yeah. It's practice? Okay, it's not qualifying yet. It's practice. Wait, where's gonna be in the way?
I don't think I've watched this specific video. Let's just watch this in the background. I've seen it in other videos, obviously. This is before I was cool enough to like to be invited to Tiny Whoop HQ. I think the first year I was invited was 2020.
I wish I was better at tiny whooping. That's what I think right now.
If you crash, yeah, Blasta. I don't know. I wasn't there.
Good, are you?
There's a Provo. Provo still comes to these events most of the time. Yeah, okay, this is so old school. Like this closet over here to the right here is like its own like crazy like little space now, and it's like got all these cool this shit in it. There's a slide from the upper area.
Race starts when I say go. Go.
Yeah, here you go. You can see on the bottom left here, this track. So it looks like he just like skipped a few gates there. Maybe you just go back in and it wasn't like a big thing. Overall though, Tiny Hoop HQ is still basically the more like there's way more shit in it now. Like this whole area here is like covered in crazy LED trees and fucking all types of like crazy shit right now. And there's a slide. There's 2 slides actually. But this is like pretty representative of the space. Right here, right where we're passing by right now is the bar, Lady Luck, and it's in the current setup. Oh man, if they were all LED gates, there weren't LED gates back in this time, Mo. That didn't exist. There wasn't. Weebleed wasn't a thing when this happened. No, there's no LEDs. Look. You know how much Jesse loves fucking LEDs. There's no LEDs in this at all. No whoops have LEDs on them. There's a LED, one LED gate there, but most of the main elements are just the square circle gates. There was I think it's the hypercube here at this point. I think this is even before the hypercube. Oh shit, they're fucking flying Spectrum. That's how old this is. DX9. Upstate New York pushed the LED gates into existence. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty sure Weebleed had like the first available LED gates, at least good ones. This Provo. Brushed. That's how old this is. All of them were flying brushed. What year was this? 6 years ago from NERC. Alright, how long have we been streaming? Holy shit, an hour and a half. There's still 16 people hanging out. We tried to tiny loop downtown Las Vegas? Have I seen this?
Good morning, my friends. We're in Las Vegas. We're staying at a pretty great Airbnb. Normally when we look for Airbnbs, we try to find places.
This is fucking eyeshadow, Drew. Back in the day.
Cool yard.
Look at the eyeshadow. Under eye shadow, even.
For us to be able to get out and rip right away, get warmed up for the day. Couldn't really find something like that where we wanted to be in Vegas. However, check this out. We're kind of on a main road, and right across the street got a little parking lot. I love a good parking lot, so Jeff and I...
Weak. Alright.
So the basic plan is we've got this crazy street with all sorts of like... Against the rules? Okay.
They got shut down pretty quick.
What we have found here is this little arcade area. No.
This is kind of like what I plan to do. They did Vegas okay. Elevator. The video is fucking terrible. That's what analog is, especially 5 years ago.
See you again soon for more of whatever we get into here. Thanks for hanging out. See you later.
I've never seen that video. I watched the drip too. Should I cock shit to him? Why not? All his exes in his video should get royalties. Does he have a lot of exes? I don't really remember Drew dating a lot of people besides fucking Ashley. I remember when he dated Ashley because obviously fucking Ashley was the name of my wife, my ex-wife. And I was like, oh, Drew's fucking dating someone named Ashley too. Anyway, we didn't get to do everything we want to do in Vegas though, but next Vegas for sure. I want to do all the things. If you haven't seen the best Vegas, this is probably the best Vegas. Tiny whooping in the fountain. This is fat. Blast that. It like wasn't on at fucking night. The screen. The giant sphere. We wanted to go there and whoop it, but like it like just wasn't on at night. We like looked it up, and every time we went there, it just like wasn't on, right? Like why wouldn't you fucking have it on? We wanted to dive down it. It looked fucking incredible. It's huge as fuck. You can see it from the freeway, this giant sphere thing. But I never saw it on the entire time we were there. Granted, we didn't fucking go there to look at it because we were trying to figure out like when it like was on and stuff and when we could fly it and where we could fly it from. Yeah, I guess not. Like, if that's the thing you made, why wouldn't it be on every fucking night? Doing cool shit like that. Like, look at that shit. It just wasn't on. The only time we saw it was in the day. And that was like one of the main... There's two main things I wanted to do that I couldn't do. One, sphere, obviously. Looks cool as shit. Like, if they actually had it on and we could like fly around it, it would be cool. It's fucking huge as fuck. Like, it's surprising how big it is. And then there was one other really cool thing that I wanted to do that we weren't able to do that I'm not going to tell anyone about because I want to do it in the future. And I'll definitely probably pull it off at some point. Anyway, this thing we want to fly. If anyone knows like how to figure it, like this is one of our main ideas, but there's just like it wasn't on at night. Like showtime is so hard to figure out. Like when it would be on, and then like every time we drove by it wasn't on. I don't know. I don't know how to figure it out. I figure if you fucking make something like that, you just turn it on all the time to attract people. Maybe it costs a lot. It's fucking LEDs though. I don't know. Anyway, that was a pretty big disappointment that we couldn't pull that off. Love the Mortal Kombat promo on it. See, Dr. Death, I didn't know how to like they have so poor information on it. Figure out like someone recently made a video with their drone. I forgot who. Really? Oh my god. Tiny Movement Target. Vegan does like the shit that I want to do. Basically. He always is whooping around people and shit. But he doesn't live stream it, he posts videos afterwards. No one has a picture of this fucking sphere, dude. Or a drone footage of sphere. Here you go. Here's like a professional. Vegan is currently the king of gorilla whooping. I'm not going to deny that. He does it probably better than anyone else. He's down to fly around people. But I don't know, if you've ever seen me, I'm willing to do whatever. So like, I think me and Vegan should like create a series where he's in fucking New York, where there's way cooler shit to fly. Okay, this is pretty cool. See, but no one's up close to it. I want to be like fucking against it. Diving down it. Bump into it. This is, no offense, lame drone footage. Sorry, Lance. Looks pretty. But that's fucking DJI drone footage. Does anyone fucking up close on this shit? This is what it looks like in the day. This is the only way I saw it. It's just this huge fucking sphere. It's fucking ridiculous how big it is. But it's off the strip is the problem. It's not like you just walk to it. Right here. This is what you fucking park in the garage. You come over here. You walk up to the top. Stand in this corner and you fly it. It's just you don't know when it's on. Come to New York City, blast it. You know what? I've never been to New York. besides like passing through on the way to New Jersey for like a minute. I've been to Cat's Deli because my mom's Jewish, and yeah, I mean, you kind of got to go to Cat's Deli to get some fucking pastrami. But yeah, New York would be super fun to fly. I should visit. 2.3 billion. No one has footage of it being fucking.
Alien footage from Las Vegas is not CGI, but a giant.
Yeah, no one has up close diving. It has to happen.
Why can't I stop watching this?
We gotta do it. It has to happen. Someone has to dive it. Like it's fucking clearly set up for it. The problem is just finding out when it's on, because like they don't turn it on that much. There's FPV footage in Facebook, like of a legit dive. I saw it on Instagram the other day. I can't remember who dove it. No. That's a picture. God damn it. Has someone? Someone still? You sure? Let's check out Mo's video. Alright, Mo, trusting you that this isn't fucked up. And I'm gonna show some ridiculous shit. Just the event. This looks similar to something that Full Send used to have, where they had a whoop race through a haunted house. I saw a Facebook vid, FPV group, guy dove the shit out of it. God damn it, where are these videos? Orange stuff, where's that video? Send it to me. You look for it? Alright. Alright, you guys can watch this. I have to pee real quick. Ugh. Every 19 minutes from here on out. This is your fault, Lonnie, these things. Apache FPV. October 21st. That's close, Mo. Unfortunately, I can't make it to this specific event. October 21st. That's Saturday. Where is this, Mo? New York. You know what? I mean, I'm gonna be in Florida. I haven't booked my tickets yet. I'm gonna go to Florida on the 22nd. I guess I could fly into New York the day before and then fly from New York to Florida. It wouldn't be that ridiculous. I don't have shit else to do. Fly up to TORI. Stay with us. Head up Saturday. Yonkers. What airport, Mo? Rhode Island. Any other airports that are closer? Oh, Logan. Okay. I flew into Logan last time I went up there. Oh, 200? 164? I mean, that's not unreasonable. That's basically what I'm planning to fly to Florida. What does it cost to go from fucking Florida to ugh. The fuck? Why does it cost so much to go from fucking... I said this day right? Yeah. Jesus, I can't type. There we go. No. Search. Fuck Spirit. Fuck Frontier. Delta. 189. Yeah. An extra 200, basically. Try JFK to Florida. PVV to Florida. What's PVV? Ugh, that's not going to be better. Breeze. Never even heard of that. 3 hours. One carry-on for a fee. Ugh. One stop. 42. I mean, like 79, even with fees for bags. It's not terrible. JFK. That's like the big one. Yeah, I mean. You gonna pay for me to come there, Mo? Because this is my current plan. My current plan is to go Seattle to Florida on Saturday. Shit, the prices went up. Well, this one. Fly in and get it there at 7:45 a.m. on Sunday, and then I get to sit at the airport for 8 hours until EDOC shows up at 4 p.m. and then EDOC drives me to the house. So that's my current plan. So maybe that's not the best plan. Maybe I can figure out some way to get to New York and then come in to Florida closer to when EDOC lands, so I don't have to sit at the fucking airport for 8 hours. So I'll probably end up flying around, getting like arrested or some shit before he even shows up. Maybe I'll win IGOW and you can get a first class ticket. That's the future of IGOW. When there's enough money somehow to pay all 4 finalists to come to West Coast Throwdown and do a live IGOW finals. That's my dream. Live IGOW finals at West Coast Throwdown. We'll see if that ever happens. But I mean, I suppose if we can find a way to make this cheaper or relatively the same price, I might be down. Why not? Who else is going to this one in New York? Mo? Is this like a We Bleed thing too? Yeah, Tyrant, but the whole point is that like somehow IGOW makes enough money where like it covers it. I would go, but I'll be in Vegas that weekend. Oh, well, if you'll have more fun in Vegas, blast it. A lot of local pilots, but plan to meet up with vegan to Whoop. Oh, man, that sounds pretty fucking fun. This would be like right around where I'm like almost done with work. Not that I really do that much anymore. 21st, Saturday. You got a place for me to stay, Mo? That's the main thing. If I have to get a hotel, it costs a lot more. If I could just like come crash at Mo's house. I just found out I might be down. Well, there you fucking go. I'm staying at Mo's house. All right, let's see if we can make it in there like Thursday or something. What's the best airport for your house, Mo? Sleepover at Mo's house. Logan or PVD? $313. Why? Friday? I mean, that's kind of miserable. It's 164 though. Leave Friday night. Get in there at Lonnie. Don't you want to hang out later, Lonnie? I'm trying to fly these whoops later. I'm trying to take one of these and put it in a Meteor airframe, and take the other one and put it in the new newbie drone frame, and see how they fly. All right, Lonnie. Logan might be cheaper. I mean, 164 is not bad. Granted, I'm arriving at 5:45 a.m. But whatever. I like being in the airport super early in the morning if nobody else is there, because then you can try to whoop it. And I'm down for that. 164, Logan. That was Logan. This is Logan. Saturday, that's too late. Earlier in the week. 199. Yeah, I know. Tuesday's too early. Wednesday, for some reason, cost the most. Why is this overnight $334? It's probably because it's the fucking weekend right now. Don't buy if you buy tickets, don't buy them on the weekend. They jack the prices up starting Thursday night, and then they lower them back down Monday, and then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday is normally the best days to fly. I mean, this one isn't unreasonable. $164. Fly in. I would be there the morning of the event, and then I'd have to fly out of either Boston or... Why isn't this finding flights? Oh, that's the wrong date. No, that's the right date. There's no flights. Excuse me. Yeah, not great. Delta. I mean, that's not terrible. So then if I go 164, I'll be there in the morning on Saturday. Then I have to fly to get there by EDOC. It wouldn't really work. I'd have to get there a little bit later, like Monday. Because that event is what? The evening of the 21st? I mean, $61. I'd have to probably pay an extra $100 in bag fees, but it's not terrible. JetBlue, do they charge you? No carry-on bags? All right, well, we'll talk about it. We'll figure it out. Maybe we can make it work. I'm down. Just wear everything. It's a long time, though, fucking Borden. I'm going... So... Champs is the week after that, the 25th and 26th for sport... No, 26th and 27th. Tuesday and Wednesday for sport class. I don't have a ticket yet because I'm lame. And I accidentally didn't buy the ticket because I was on road trip. But I'm like second in line for an extra one, maybe first now. UPS your bags to the Florida hotel. I could do. Can you do that, Morden? Can I just send my bags to Florida and then just go to New York and then go to Florida? Because I'd only be there for like a day. I don't need any extra shit. I'll have all my drone shit in my check bag. If I could do that, that would be sweet. Anyway, this fucking event is Tuesday, Wednesday, and then Thursday, Friday, Saturday for the fast people. If I even get a ticket, I'll be in the slow people group. I don't know how they have 55 entries now when it says there's supposed to be 52 max, but you know, that's multi-GP for you. Liz has a ticket. I didn't get one yet. Fucking sucks. Anyway, I'm still going to be there at AK's place. It should be pretty fun. They have a pretty sweet house. And who's in the house? Some of the fastest sport pilots. Kevin is. Edoc is. Abnormal is. So 3 of the like top 10 sport pilots in that house. This is, I think I'm about as fast as Rose. So that's about where I should be, even though I qualified down here. 395 or so. Anyway, it's been 2 hours. Any IGOW4 announcements soon? Oh, blast, I don't know. Let's look at this. Look at the schedule. All right. So last year was ideal. However, it was set up where IGOW ended just before Wootopia. And then it was like practice for Wootopia. This year, IGOW is not going to end until mid-November. The 10th. The 10th would be the final week. So let's say we start IGOW right after that. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's only 9 weeks between the end of IGOW and the start of Wootopia this year. So last year IGOW was 10 races and there was two weeks per track. It's 20 weeks. That's way longer. Aside from rebuilding our fleet during the top 4 break, is there anything else we should be doing preparing for the top 4? Yeah, Tyron, I'm gonna rate the rules. Everyone in round 1 should be thinking about their round 2 challenges. Remember, you got to turn those in at the same time that your same deadline as your round 1 playoff submissions. Yeah. The finals, I kind of have a format for. And I think it's what I'm going to go with. I'll try to write that up here soon. Also, if you're interested in the Sim series, the Whoop Race Sim series that AK runs every year, it's going to be starting up again. Me, Mr. E, and AK are running it this year. and it'll be pretty similar to previous years, with some additions to make it better, like we've tried to do every year. But for RaceGow, I have to decide if I want to do like a abbreviated RaceGow that fits in between around the end of IGOW. Maybe when we get down to the final four. When is that? We get started around the final four. Early November. Do like, maybe we'll do like an abbreviated RaceGow that's like 5 tracks or something. Anyway, start right after Champs. If we start right after Champs, I come back from Champs October 29th, more or less. I think I'm going to go to San Jose after that for a little bit. And then I'll be back sometime at the beginning of November, that first week. I could start it like mid-November, kind of when the finals start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Still only like 10 weeks before RaceGow, or before Utopia. Could do 5 tracks. I don't know. Maybe we'll do like kind of a mini RaceGow for RaceGow 2, because there's not a lot of time to fit it in. Ideally, I want IGOW to start earlier. I got started late this year because I didn't want to fucking do IGOW4. I got convinced to do it. And exactly what I thought was gonna fucking happen. Someone bailed on me halfway fucking through. And I had to do it all by myself. Literally the one thing I was trying to avoid. Anyway. So yeah, I kind of delayed on starting that. When do we start? 420. That's right, with the preseason. And then it goes into November. So ideally I think we want IGOW to start like early Whoop season. Maybe like February with preseason. And then a little bit longer preseason, maybe. And a little bit shorter regular season in some way. I feel like we could combine like almost everyone passed all these first 9. Maybe we step it up a little faster for this part. Anyway, I want IGOW to end earlier so that we can start RaceGow around when Whoop season normally starts. And the people that are like dedicated to IGOW play like through the regular drone season. I don't know. The earlier the better, so we don't miss out on summer. Well, no matter what, Tyrant, there's no way to avoid it going through summer. Like, there's no way to cut it down enough that to win, you don't avoid the summer. Like, let's say we start IGOW4 in fucking February. That would be really early. Mid-February. The regular season starts like end of March. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. End in June. Go start the playoffs in June. That wouldn't be bad. Playoffs start in June, so then most people are out by then. And then July and August are the playoffs. The earlier the better. If it ends midsummer, that would be fine. Yeah, it's just like right now it's 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. 25 weeks. It's like half a year. Like, should we make it shorter? Should the regular season be 12 weeks? Or 15 weeks? It needs to be a little bit shorter. Mo, right? You started to burn out. Who else is still here? Who's here that's actually a finalist right now? Oh, no one's left. It's just me, Mo, and Tyrant. Or those are just the people actually chatting? I don't know. Oh yeah. It says participants must be people actually chatting. Mo, I'm so burnt out. I am so burnt to shit. Mo, what do you think would make it a little bit shorter? Because yeah, you're burnt out, but like compared to IGOW4, this ain't shit, right? Right, Tyrant? Like we'd still be early in the fucking regular game. It was great. I don't think anything too long, to be honest. I think it was a little bit too long. I feel like we could cut down the regular season a little bit. How many people were still trying and failing, like in these midweeks? One, two, three, 6. A decent amount, more than I remember. Fails. Okay. I mean, starting earlier in the winter, curb some of the burn, then cutting regular season will be good. More preseason, bring in more pilots. 9 weeks of passing, everybody passing could be cut to 4 to 6. Yeah, you're probably right, Lonnie. But like, passing for everyone that's like pretty solid. Like, there's still a lot of people that tried these early weeks and failed. I guess not that many. I mean, do we want it to be more like 50-50 in the early weeks? Maybe it needs to be more 50-50 in the early weeks. I don't like discouraging people too early. I think 50-50s will really help the skill progression. You can cut a lot of people, still make the challenges that new pilots can do. Later, X-Hawk, thanks for hanging out. Move fun weeks to preseason. You think so, Off-Grid? You think like the week 11 should be in the preseason to make up your own trick and what's it? What scavenger hunt thing? Always before we had mixed in break weeks because I tried to like not burn people out. Morton says week 11 was a nice break. There used to be a nice break like every 2 months. Live GOW is great during the main game. Yeah, it is somewhat Tyrant for people like you that like care and don't mind looking at a fucking list of 150 tricks and trying to find out a way to get a best score. But like, I felt kind of bad for Rek, who's obviously a solid pilot, but he was just kind of like, it's just fucking too much work for me. I'm just not into that. Like, obviously it takes some effort to like stay in, but I don't know. if there was a way where we could just like you just do your thing and then like it gets scored, that'd be way easier. But obviously, augmented reality is not happening anytime soon. There'll always be some. Well, yeah, that's true. I mean, sometimes it just takes effort. I do like that challenge though. It's one of the like most IGOW challenges, I'd say. This is still more or less pass or fail. There's not judgment on how well you did the tricks, and then there's still like range scoring. Yeah, it's good. I mean, if there was a fucking sim that did it, it would be the best. Like I've been trying to get forever. If you could just like sim that shit all the time and like try to get high scoring points, it'd be super fun. I don't know why no one makes a sim like that. It's just Tony Hawk for fucking drones. Anyway, Lost Drone doesn't think it's a good idea. Orca fucking bullshitted me about it. Maybe someone will make it eventually. I feel like Liftoff Micro Drones was literally the perfect place for it, and there's just not shit like that. I don't know. All right, everyone. Oh, Lonnie, I didn't do your shot. Lonnie, are you gonna come fly some fucking drones today? What are we doing? Lonnie shot. What time is it? 2? All right. Thanks for hanging out, everyone. 8-Bit's got me playing in the background. I think we covered everything. Next weekend, we'll be going over the actual challenges and stuff. Oh, that's right, Lonnie. I already forgot. My bad. You already told me. Yeah, Mo. Stop procrastinating. Just because I fucking bailed on IGOW for a few days doesn't mean that you should quit too. Anyway, we'll see you guys next weekend when we go over all these challenges. That'll actually probably be a decently long stream. It might be really long. Maybe we need 4 challenges per person per 16. How long? How many videos is that? $64 videos. Huh. Actually be kind of long. Anyway, have a good rest of your weekend. Hopefully you guys stick around and figure out with me how I'm gonna continue this channel after IGOW. But yeah, we'll definitely have more IGOW stuff coming up. 25 bucks off code. What is that, Greenhorn? Oh, just one of your prizes? Yeah, I'm going to do those prizes next week. I've just been super slacking. Strippers always make the channel better. Do they, Morden? We never even got to go do strippers in Vegas. We failed every time. It's a pretty safe bet. I prefer hookers over strippers personally, but you know. All right. What were we just looking at? Why do I already forget? 25 bucks for Greenhorn. Prizes. I'm a looker, not a toucher. Okay, Morgan. Bad call by you. If you're paying for it, fucking touch it up. All right. All right, Greenhorn, you're right. Let's just do it right now so I don't fucking forget. What do I do when it's done? Great. This is what you get for watching the stream. You get you get your shit handled. That's what we'll say. You watch live streams, your shit gets handled. Nope, that's not what I want. I want this one. Yeah, I want no PayPal. We need greenhorn. Oops. Right, it's not money, actually. We're composing an email. Probably shouldn't do it in public. Let's do it over here. Need to come from IGOW to Greenhorn. GNB $25 code. Signed it. What week was that, Greenhorn? Second class. All right, I didn't include all the like extra. Hey, congratulations! But there you go. Your code is sent. Sorry, I've been slacking. Did I dox him? I didn't dox him, right? I thought I put it on the other screen. Okay, good. Mo, do you even have any prizes? Oh, he's got the five winners. Oh shit, I've been giving him most of them. Week 6. Oh, I've been sent shit from week 6. Oh, Lord, this is gonna take forever. Mo won a flight controller. Shit, Mo. You want a flight controller back in week 6? You had a Cam and a Dan Arc. Sorry I didn't send you that shit yet. My bad. And then you won a code in week 13. And then another code. Oh, you want a fucking prop popper. Bro. I'll send you that one soon. And then another 20% off code. Morden, still waiting on your HD0 goggles. Fuck you, Morden. You didn't win those. I know that. It's fucking someone in Armenia. And a Patreon. I have so many fucking prizes. Really? Do you have the other one too? You only won one. Oh, this one's really easy, Mo. This is my bad for not fucking getting on top of this. Let's just literally do this right now. Oh, Orange Stuff sent me a dive. Is there volume on this?
Oh, girl, I'm gonna show you when you're mine, oh mine, mine, oh mine. Treasure, that is what you are.
Okay. Whoa. It's because it's a short 8-bit. Kind of disappointing that as he peaked his fucking dive, the fucking sphere switched. Still cool. Alright. It needs to be perched, is what needs to happen. And someone needs to perch right here on the top of it. Anyway, that is a decent dive. And that's obviously like a 5-inch or some other fucking HD cam. So, very nice, Adrian. Solid. I like it. Garbo dive. Oh, damn, Mo. All on race 8. Off grid. Disarm slide is way fucking harder than it seems. You'd think you could just like slide down like big things like that, but I tried to slide down the face of the fucking Luxor like a whole bunch of times, and I failed. Pretty much every time I failed. And that's like, whatever, the Luxor is not that sloped. But like every time I went up there and tried to slide down it, I just got stuck like against it. Luckily I flew away every time. I got super lucky. Like I think you can see them in one of my videos. But yeah, sliding down, like I think that shit's like all LEDs, so it's like kind of hard too. But every time I tried to slide down the Luxor, it was a disaster. Do I have some clips of that? Maybe. Peter stuck a Nightwing sticker on my goggles while it was happening. I don't think I put it in because I failed every time. No, Mo. Let's just watch it. Fuck it. I'm not doing anything else. Let's just hang out a little bit. Let me bring it up for you. This might take a second. Alright, this is going to take a second. Hold on. I think it's literally on this. Here it is. Alright, 4. Sorry. Oh, you can't watch TS files? Hold on. Let's see if I can just capture this screen. Yeah, that works. Alright, this is me trying to fucking slide down the Luxor.
Sounds great.
It didn't work as well as you'd expect. Like, look, it looks like a perfectly, especially when you get up to this, like, American Idol or America's Got Talent thing. I thought I'd just be able to slide down it, but every time I got fucking stuck on it.
Alright, so I'm gonna have to disarm. Because it's just like, it can't handle it. Alright.
So I thought I'd be able to slide down without disarming.
Without disarming, but it did not work at all.
Another huge fail. Just kept getting stuck against it.
I mean, should I try it one more time? I have to.
I have to try it one more time. I wanted a good fucking slide. It seems like all you have to do is go up there and fucking slide down and then fucking take off again. It didn't seem that difficult. And I couldn't fucking do it. Like, I'm starting to slide and then it just flipped me over. I was disarmed, sliding fine. Too much friction? Maybe. It seemed like plenty of an angle to be able to just slide down it. The screws getting caught? I don't know. There are these little holes.
Oh no.
You're right. I need these little pads that Newbie Drone has. These little stupid pads that they put on the bottom. These little foamy deals.
Fine.
So if you didn't see there, I crashed all the way fucking down.
Oh no.
And I got stuck on the ledge. Luckily, I was able to fucking turtle over and just take off after sliding down literally the entire base of the building, like right into the edge.
I'm just gonna try it right here.
Then I was just trying to do it like lower, like maybe I could just slide like on a lower face of the building. I just couldn't fucking do it.
I mean, that was kind of it. You like once the angle is like you're falling, but it's like still catching wind. So like I was on it that last time, but then it just like it flipped me, and then it's just like all panic time.
And then you're like, and forget.
Anyway, I was attempting to slide down, failing, attempting to slide down the face. And if you didn't, let's see if I can find this. Why is this full still? And while this was happening, let's see if I can find this. Was it just Peter? Oh, I don't know where it is. Damn it. Peter stuck a Nightwing sticker on my goggles as this was happening, and there's a video of it. I just can't. I don't know where it is. No, I don't. I thought it was on Tiny Boot. Oops. When did me videos is Tiny Boot post? Maybe not. I don't know. There is a video though, and Peter stuck a fucking Nightwing sticker on my HG0 goggles as I was doing those dives, and I didn't notice somehow. And it's still on there. Anyway, thanks for hanging out, everybody. Yeah. My life kind of sucks recently, so I'm glad to have you guys around. It's fun to hang out.